Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. There's 5 Tuesdays this month, which is why I did a hero last week. This week, we're getting a custom environment, and as the title of the video is probably suggested, it's the new Cauldron environment, Oblask Crater. This is the start of a new Cauldron expansion. It's currently being called Unexpected, because that's what it is, and right now it consists of 2 environments and a whole ton of variants. If you weren't aware that this is going on, go check out the Reavers, Sentinels, and Cauldron DLC, because he has been keeping up with it pretty well. That being said, Oblask Crater does appear on its own mod, and if it still exists, I will make sure to link to it in the description. Oblask Crater, to my knowledge, is an impact crater somewhere in probably Siberia, and it's full of robot dinosaurs, which is, I couldn't ask for anything more, honestly. But today our hero team is Hyperbole, Super Sentai Idealist, Terminus, and a RPG-based bunker variant created by Mastillitane, and they'll be fighting Molotov cocktease. So let's get started. Put a random contract from the villain deck into play, remove all other contracts from the game, shuffle the villain deck, put 2 evasion tokens on this card. I don't know what happened to the evasion tokens, so I'm just going to use a counter. I rolled the best possible contract for this fight. It's called Bring It Down. At the end of the environment turn, if there are no environment targets in play the top card of the environment deck. The first time each turn a one-shot enters the villain trash, Molotov deals the lowest HP environment target 3 melee damage, and if the environment deck is ever empty, the heroes lose. So we will be seeing most of this environment, probably. Alright, when Molotov would be destroyed, she flips, and at the villain turn, she hits the 2 highest hero targets for 2 melee damage each. First time each turn she destroys an environment card, we play the top card of the villain deck, so that's going to be a little bit more frequent in this game, probably. When Molotov would be dealt damage, reduce the damage by 2 for each evasion token on this card, and remove an evasion token, and if you can't, discard the top card of the villain deck and place evasion tokens on this card equal to the number at the bottom right corner. When she's dealt irreducible damage, she becomes immune to damage until the end of the turn. Alright, here we go. Spetsnaz Training. This card enters play, reveal cards from the villain deck until you reveal a weapon, put it into play, shuffle the rest back. When a hero with HP higher than Molotov is dealt damage by Molotov or a weapon, increase the damage by 1. So right now that's everybody. So let's go looking for a weapon. We'll get the Mauser pistol. Reduce damage to this card by 2 for each evasion token on Molotov. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the lowest HP hero target 4 projectile damage. Okie dokie. So end of turn, she hits Terminus and Bunker for 3 each, and then the pistol is going to hit probably Hyperbole for 5. Now let's go ahead with a Press Digital Display. A trick. When this card enters play, Hyperbole deals up to 2 targets at 3 projectile damage each. That will drop an evasion token, and then you can actually hit the pistol for 1. When another hero deals damage, you may increase it by 1 if you do destroy this card. And then, oh boy, I don't want to use his power because it deals damage twice. He can either hit the pistol for nothing, or he can hit Molotov for 1 and refresh her tokens. So we'll just skip his power, draw a card. Idealist will play Vivid Thoughts. Concepts and fragments go into play, everything else goes in my hand. Bright Idea lets me draw a card. Oh, hey, look, it's Master of Id. Okay, so it goes under that. She's going to be hurting herself a bunch. And steal a target 1 irreducible melee damage, hit the pistol for 2. And hey, I can use a power. Let's form the head. Next is the number of cards under this card. So 2 irreducible energy damage to her. Oh, you know what? I want to prestidigitation that to an extra damage. Removes a token. She's immune to damage till the end of the turn. That has no concepts to go under. That was an interesting turn. Draw a card. Alright, let's start with Chain Conductor. We get a memento or equipment. It's Jailbreaker. Card entered play, so get nothing else. And 3 tokens of my Wrath pool. Cool. Terminus deals herself 1 cold damage and a number of other targets 2 projectile damage each. So she'll hit herself for 1, she'll take out the pistol, and she'll hit Molotov for 2, discard the top card of the villain deck. That's a one-shot, so she would be doing damage to the environment, but there's nothing to hit. She gets 2 evasion tokens. Draw a card. Alright, this bunker is really weird. I'm going to play out and use Auxiliary Power Source and just draw 4 cards. But his power, in case I never get back to it, is Emergency Reconfiguration. Until the end of your next turn, you may ignore when a mode would prevent you from taking a phase or action. If you do, Bunker deals himself 2 irreducible melee damage. Alright, Oblask Crater plays Metal Scavenger, Biomachine, Predator. At the end of the environment turn, with the top card of each other trash pile beneath this card. This card deals each other target 1 toxic and itself 1 fire damage. Cards beneath this one are not considered in play. Okay, everybody loses their trash, which is interesting because when that villain card goes back in the villain trash, Molotov's going to hit this thing. Everybody take 1 toxic damage, and it hits itself for 1. Drops her evasion. Okay, there is an environment target in place, so nothing else happens. She plays black hearts. Oh, good. Alright, she's going to hit Bunker and Terminus again, 3 each, because of Spetsnaz training. This deals the second highest HP hero target 2 melee and 2 projectile damage, and that's going to be Bunker. Alright, practice makes perfect. When this card is played, draw a card, then you may play a card. And then we will sleight of hand. When this card is played, you may destroy an ongoing card. Let's get rid of Spetsnaz training. When another hero's ongoing or equipment card will be destroyed, their player may put that card in their hand instead, and if they do, destroy this card. And after I discard 1 or more cards, I can draw a card if I do destroy a card. Alright, he'll use his power and hit the black hearts for 1 and 1, draw a card. This is not the best thing that Idealist could do, but she will play Sound Beating, hit Molotov for 1, strip off her last evasion token, and then she'll use her power, destroy that last card, hit Molotov for 1, and we get 3 evasion tokens. Oof. Draw a card. Which, oh, that's an ongoing. Okay, good. Stoke the Furnace. Draw 2 cards. Increase damage dealt by Terminus by 1 till the start of my next turn. Add or remove 3 tokens. If I remove 3, I can play a card. Do I have anything I want to play? Yeah, let's go ahead and remove 3 tokens. Play the Chain Conductor. Immortal Coils. Cool. You know what? I will put that in my hand so that I can add 3 tokens to my Wrath pool and deal a target 3 cold damage. Let's hit the black hearts. And then power, we will Jailbreaker, hits herself for 2, takes out the black hearts. Let's see, we don't want to hurt the environment target, we want to kill it ourselves. So, hit her for an evasion token and draw. Alright, Bunker's going to play Flat Cannon, I guess. That sounds good. Hit her for an evasion token, draw a card. Oblask Crater plays Invasive Growth, Ecosystem. This card is played, discard the top 2 cards of the environment deck. Oh, that's bad. And put a random target from the environment trash into play. So let's see, we got a target and not a target. We get the Swarm of Fangs, Biomachine Predator. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals a target other than itself with the lowest HP 2 melee damage. This damage destroys a target. Repeat the text of this card. Alright. When an environment target is destroyed, all other environment cards become indestructible until the start of the next turn. Well, that's cool. Alright, the Scavenger is eating our trash. Everybody take 1 toxic damage. It strips off her last evasion token. Cool, cool, cool. And it hits itself. Alright, so Molotov's going to go after the Fangs. Alright, the target of itself with the lowest HP 2 melee damage. That's the Scavenger. Whew. Molotov plays Down in Flames. Here we go. Molotov deals the highest HP hero target H melee damage, and it's just H, that is Idealist. She deals each other non-villain target H minus 2 fire damage. Okay. So everybody take 2. Alright, she hits the Scavenger for 2, which means we get all of our cards back. And then that's a one-shot, so she goes after the other machine, but it's indestructible because of invasive growth. So that will kill itself at the start of the environment. Yeah, start of the next environment turn. She won't get any benefit from it. We're still doing this. That is destroyed. We play the top card of the villain deck. Cold-Hearted Killer, damage dealt by Molotov and weapons is irreducible. Card is destroyed, play the top card of the villain deck. Well, that's probably fine. Alright, she hits the 2 highest, that is Idealist and Terminus. That's it. Hand is quicker. Hyperbole deals a target 2 psychic damage. You may play a card. Let's go ahead and hit her, because hey, it's damage. Discard a card. 2. Play nothing up my sleeve. 1 player may play a card now. Let's let Bunker play Gatling Gun, because that might be fun. And then I can take a trick from in play and put it into my hand. I'm going to take Sleight of Hand back, because playing that again will be useful. And then he will use his power to hit Molotov for a token and a token. Draw a card. Let's do Sound Beating again. Hit Molotov for 3. Discard the top card of her deck. She gets 2 tokens. Skip her power, draw a card. Idealist is really suffering. Oh good, I can conceptualize. I'm going to play Guilty Verdict. Power, I guess I'll use Jailbreaker, drop a token, draw a card. Start of his turn, he will use Gatling Gun to drop her last token. Let's play Heavy Plating, just because. And then Flat Cannon. Discard the top card. 1. Draw a card, and then he can discard. Yeah, let's keep Gatling Gun in play, that's useful. Alright, start of the environment turn, the Swarm of Fangs is destroyed. Oblask Crater plays Industrious Hulk. This is just a giant snail. Whenever a hero draws a card, this card deals them 1 melee damage. When this card is destroyed, each player may put the top card of their deck into their hand. So, that's pretty cool. Nothing happens at the end of the turn. Try not to draw cards. Molotov plays Combat Knife. She's hitting Bunker and Idealist, and Bunker doesn't soak it because her damage is irreducible. Combat Knife. At the start of each hero turn, this card deals that hero H-1 melee damage. Ah, okie dokie. Let's try and get rid of that. At start of turn, Hyperbole takes 3. We're going to do Press Digital Display. So he will hit Molotov for 1, taking off her last token, hit the knife for 3. And then he will use his power to finish off the Combat Knife and not draw a card. Alright, it's time to conceptualize. Good lord. Now, I'm not sure if I really want Karate Robot. I might want to just use it and build it up as high as I can, because 2 big hits could drop her. So we're not going to use her power. Oh, right, she got a token because he got hit. We're not drawing cards. We're not drawing cards. Let's do Covenant of Wrath. Terminus deals a target 6 cold damage to destroy this card. I should hit Molotov, but I kind of want to get rid of this thingy. And then we'll remove 3 tokens from her Wrath pool so we don't have to destroy the card. And don't draw a card. Bunker uses Gatling Gun to drop the Industrious Hulk. Everybody gets to draw a card. Darn, he didn't draw anything useful. This is probably a dumb move, but I'm going to External Combustion, hit Molotov for 3. And she gets 1 token. Okay, that's good. Because then I can Flat Cannon, hit her for 1, and strip off the token. Draw a card, and discard a card. Oblask Crater plays Unknown Herds, Biomachine. I love the art on this card because Gyrosaurus. She's hiding among them. At the end of the environment turn, if there are 0 or 1 Predator cards in play, a hero may use a power that does not deal damage. When this card is destroyed, each Predator and villain target regains H HP. Okay, so there are no Predators in play. Somebody can use a non-damaging power. I don't think we have any. I guess we can, okay, we can use Emergency Configuration. Bunker doesn't have any mode cards, but it doesn't, no wait, it technically does deal damage. Shoot, well, okay, we can't do anything. Oh well. Molotov plays Spetsnaz Training again. Gets her last weapon, the Katana. So she's dealing extra damage. She'll hit Terminus for 3, she gets a token, and Idealist for 3, she gets another token. And at the villain turn, select the highest HP hero target. This card deals that target 3 melee damage, H-2 times. That is Bunker, so he's taking 2 and 2. No more tokens, sad face. Alright, let's pick a card, any card. Each player reveals a top card of their deck, puts it on the top or bottom of their deck, and then they can draw a card. Alright, and then, oh yeah, he can use his power to just hit the Katana because it doesn't have any damage reduction. Draw a card. Alright, Vivid Thoughts again. Oh good, I got Flying Stabby Knives. See, that goes in hand, and then I have to do better punching. Shoot. Hit the Katana for 2 with Press Digital Display. Drop that, and then we will use Flying Stabby Knives. Hit Molotov for 2, she gets 1 token. Awesome. So that was the power I wanted to use, so I will skip her power, draw a card. We'll play Full Moon Express, so she can retaliate for 2 damage. She's the second highest, she'll probably get hit by something. Let's see, Covenant of Wrath could flip her, or I can just do Jailbreaker, or I could do, actually I'm going to do her base power. No, actually let's do Jailbreaker and just strip off that evasion token, draw a card. Alright, start of turn, Gatling Gun flips her. Alright, restore to 24 HP. Set the number of evasion tokens to 2. If any contacts in play from the game, shuffle the villain trash into the villain deck. Alright, so bring it down, goes away. That didn't take very long. End of the villain turn, play the top card of the villain deck, and evasion works the same. Alrighty, Omni Cannon, question mark. Flat Cannon her for an evasion token, draw a card, and we will let Gatling Gun expire. That wasn't the one that will save it. Okie dokie. Still don't have any non-damaging powers. You know what? It would be smart of me to play Maintenance Unit, because then I have a non-damaging power. Okay, Oblask Crater plays Game Trail Ecosystem. When this card is played, play the top card of the environment deck. Whenever a Predator card destroys another target, that Predator deals each hero H-2 melee damage. Unseen Terror. Oh look, it's a Predator. There's still just 1 Predator, so we can use a non-damaging power, and because I was smart and played Maintenance Unit, Bunker heals too. So, Unseen Terror. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the 3 other targets the highest HP 2 cold damage each. Till the end of the next environment turn, this card becomes immune to damage from targets that were not damaged this way. So that is Molotov, who loses her evasion, Hyperbole, and Bunker. Alright, so Hyperbole and Bunker can hurt this. And that's it. Alright, Molotov plays a card. Undercover. When this card has player reveal cards from the environment deck until the target is revealed, play it, shuffle the rest back. Molotov is immune to damage. When the environment target is destroyed, destroy this card. Well, it's a good thing I have a reason to want to kill an environment target. Oh boy, because we got the big one. Shadow of Oblask. Biomachine Predator. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the hero target with the second lowest HP H energy damage. If no other Predator cards are in play, increase damage dealt by this card by 1. Ooh. We might want to deal with that. Alright, Molotov is immune to damage. End of turn, play the top card of the villain deck, Katana. Oh hey, she doesn't have her +1, which is good because this is doing 3 melee damage twice to Idealist. Ow. Alright, Hyperbole and Bunker have to deal with the Unseen Terror. Alright, let's do Sleight of Hand and get rid of Spetsnaz training. And then he'll deal the Unseen Terror 2 damage, draw a card. We're going to do Vivid Thoughts again. Let's see, Conceptualize. Let's go for Giant Floaty Head. I'll put Conceptualize under it. And then Hedgy Hogs. Let's hit the Katana and the Shadow of Oblask. With that power, we'll use Giant Floaty Head, draw 2 cards, and destroy Game Trail. Let's see, is this one an environment? Target is destroyed. Okay, that'll be taken care of in due time. Draw a card. Oh yeah, I could remove 3 tokens and gain a token because Idealist got hit for 1 and 1, so that increases her damage, so she actually did 3 and 3. That's cool. Alright, let's play the Graven Shell. Whenever Terminus destroys a card, add 2 tokens to your Wrath pool and she regains a hit point. Cool, I like it. We're going to do Jailbreaker because she can drop the Katana and hit Shadow of Oblask for 2. She destroyed a card, so I get 2 tokens and she heals 1. Draw a card. Oh, and Full Moon Express gets removed from the game. I forgot it was even there. I don't think she got hit by anything. Darn. Alright, start of turn, Gatling Gun drops the Unseen Terror, which destroys Undercover. She was undercover as a giant robot predator thing. Alright, Decommission Hardware for Omni Cannon, because why not? Power, I'm going to hit her for 3. With Flat Cannon, she gets a token, draw a card, and we're going to let Gatling Gun expire, except we're going to Sleight of Hand it back into his hand. Oblask Crater. Inscrutable Ecology. When this card enters play, reveal cards on the top of the environment deck until 3 targets are revealed, put them into play, discard the other revealed cards. Reduce damage dealt by environment targets by 1. At the start of the environment turn, destroy this card. Cool. 3 targets. There's only 5 cards left in the deck. There are 3 targets. I told you we were going to get to see most of this. Oh, discard the other revealed cards. That was the entire deck. Alright, so we got the Plated Giant, the Moon Watcher, and the General Transport, none of which are predators. Alright, Unknown Herds. There's 1 predator in play, so someone can use a non-damaging power. That means either Bunker heals or Idealist draws a card and she doesn't need any more cards. Shadow of Oblask goes after the second lowest for 5 energy damage. I think that's going to be Terminus. She will remove 3 tokens and increase her damage by 1. Oh, I'm sorry, that was reduced by 1. Good. Plated Giant. Play this card next to a hero. Oh, okay. The hero next to this card is immune to damage from environment targets other than this one. Let's use our knowledge to put that on Hyperbole instead, and rather than costing Terminus some tokens, we'll just say that he took the hit and was immune to it. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the hero next to it 3 melee damage. Ah, he is locked in combat with an Ankylosaur. Moon Watcher. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals each non-environment target 1 sonic damage. Okie dokie. Strips off her thingy. Idealist is almost dead. This card is destroyed if it has 0 or fewer HP. Reveal the top card of each deck and replace or discard each one. Well, that's neat. And Gentle Transport. At the end of the environment turn, move this card next to a hero. And the Predator card with the highest HP deals each target in this card's play area H-1 melee damage. Okay, so we're going to move that. Let's put it in the Hyperbole's place, because he won't take any damage from it. So the Predator, which is this guy, is dealing +1 damage, -1 damage, so he's hitting everything for 3. Hyperbole takes nothing. The hero next to this card plays a card with a power on it. They may immediately use a power on that card. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Molotov plays Fake Death. Molotov would be dealt 1 or more damage, prevent it, and destroy this card. When this card is destroyed, set the number of evasion tokens on Molotov to H-1, and each hero discards the top card of their deck and 1 card from their hand that matches at least 1 keyword with it. Oof. Well, no getting around that. She's not doing extra damage, so she hits Bunker, and there's no soaking it, and she hits Terminus. Okay, let's see. Hyperbole's got some power cards in here. Let's play my lovely assistant. Either Hyperbole gains 2 HP, or you draw 2 cards. We will heal him, because he needs it. Let's see. His power is no good against Molotov. Actually, no, I take that back. He hits her for 1. We prevent it, destroy the card. She gets 3 tokens. And everybody discard the top card of their deck and 1 card from a hand that matches at least 1 keyword with it. And then he hits her for an evasion token. Draw a card. Alright, time for Focusing Tiara. We're gonna use Flying Stabby Knives and hit the Shadow of Oblask. Put a card under that, draw a card. So ideally what we want to do is get around to do about 7 cards under Karate Robot, have Hyperbole take Molotov down to 1 token, and then finish her off with Karate Robot. I think that'll work. Depends on how many HP she's got. That being said, return fire. Molotov will hit her for 1 projectile damage. She'll hit back for a token. Draw a card, play a card. Let's play Stained Badge, because that will be removed from the game, and we increase damage dealt by Terminus by 1 for the rest of the game. That's very cool. So, power, Covenant of Wrath, let's do 7 cold damage reduce to 5, and remove 3 tokens so she doesn't have to get rid of that. Draw a card. Alright, start a turn. 3 underneath the Omni Cannon. Let's play turret mode. Power number 1, emergency reconfiguration. Power number 2, flat cannon. Hit her for 4. Discard the top card. She gets a token. And then he will draw a card, hit himself for 3, and that's it. Alright, destroy this card at the start of the turn. Let's see if we can play any of those cards we missed the first time around. Nope, Unseen Terror. Alright, that is too many predators, so the herds are scared. Shadow of Oblask hits the second lowest for 5. No, for 4. That is Terminus. She'll add a token to her Wrath pool. Each non-environment target takes 1 sonic damage. Terminus is almost dead. Hyperbole is immune. 3 other targets with the highest HP, 2 cold damage each. That is Molotov, gets 2 tokens. The Moon Watcher and Hyperbole, who's immune. So this is immune to damage. And then the Plated Giant hits him for 3. Darn, and the Predator with the highest HP takes out... Let's see, it's going to take out the Plated Giant and the Gentle Transport. So don't really want to keep that one around. Alright, Molotov, this might be your last round. Femme Fatale. She deals the hero of the player with the most cards in hand 3 psychic damage. Oh, that is Idealist, who's almost dead. Target dealt damage this way. Cannot damage Molotov until the start of the next villain turn. Oh, there goes my plan. She's a child, you skank. Alright, she hits Bunker and Hyperbole. And that's it. Oh yeah, she got a Wrath token. Well, alright, fine. Coins, candles, and cards. Use the power on this. Increase damage dealt by hero targets by 1 until the start of the next turn and destroy one of my prop cards. It will be that one. Draw a card. Oh, I'm so close to actually finishing this. I'm going to put a card under a giant floaty head. She's going to play Spark of Inspiration. Hit everything for 2. Except for the Unseen Terror and Molotov. And then power, we're going to use giant floaty head. Draw 2 cards. Destroy the Shadow of Oblask. Actually, we can probably kill that. Destroy the Unseen Terror, draw a card. And the rest of them are indestructible. So that's interesting. Alright, return fire. Molotov will hit her for 1. She'll hit back for 4, which still only removes an evasion token. Draw a card, play a card. No rest for the wicked. May put a target from the villain trash into play. How about the katana? Oh, actually, we've got black hearts. They suck. Let's put them into play. Set their HP to 5. Deal up to 2 other targets 5 infernal damage each. So that'll hit her for 3 and a token. And let's have them hit the Shadow of Oblask, so that is taken care of. You know what? Fuck it. Covenant of Wrath. She's going to deal target 8 cold damage and take out Molotov. We win. Alright, let's take a look at the rest of Oblask Crater. Oblask Object Y3A, Impact Object. Play this card next to a hero, then play the top card of the environment deck. When the hero next to this card will be dealt damage by an environment target, they may discard a card to redirect the damage. Oh, that's real good. Fresh Tracks. When this card enters play, reveal cards on the top of the environment deck until the target is revealed. Place it beneath this card and discard the rest. Cards beneath this one are not considered in play. When a target enters play, the players may destroy this card to play the card beneath it. And Open Ground, Ecosystem. Once per turn, when a hero target would be dealt damage by a non-hero target, they may increase that damage by 1 and play the top card of the environment deck. That card is a target, redirect the damage to it. Oh, that's risky, but that's actually pretty fun. So yeah, this is a very cool environment. Follows the pattern of more recent Cauldron environments, which is to say that I enjoy playing it, and the theme is just really, really awesome. This bunker variant, I mean, it's fine, but it does require a little planning ahead. Like, I really wanted to play that recharge mode on his first turn, and I couldn't, because I would have had to use the power and then play it, but whatever, it's alright. And hey, nobody died somehow. So that's all for this one. As always, thanks for watching. Tabletop Simulator, the Reaver Sentinels Cauldron DLC, Delph Ages Archives, Mistillitane's Monsters Menagerie are not licensed grading these products. Please support the official release and flip. And whatever mod Hyperbole is from is also not official. I keep forgetting to look that up.